Okay, you guys, I need your help stopping a horrible anti-immigrant bill, and it's not just Republicans who are trying to pass it, it's Democrats too. Talking, of course, about the Laken Riley Act. Laken Riley, as you likely know, was a 22-year-old nursing student who was unalived by an undocumented man while she was jogging in Georgia. It's a horrible, horrible story, and if I thought this bill would prevent one more case like hers, I would be all for it. Anybody would. But that's not what it does. It actually doesn't address violent crimes at all, and in fact, it doesn't need to because there's already a law for that. The government is already required to detain and remove those who pose national security and serious public safety threats. They already have to be deported. So what does this bill do? Well, it focuses on undocumented shoplifters. Why? Because the guy who unalived Laken Riley was tragically arrested for shoplifting and subsequently released. And that sucks, but it still doesn't justify this bill in any way. So what does S5, the Laken Riley Act, do exactly? It would grant ICE the authority to mandate the detention without bond of any undocumented individual who has been arrested or charged with a property-related crime such as theft, regardless of whether they are ultimately convicted. So do you hear what this means? You can be accused of a minor offense, not convicted, just accused, and be detained indefinitely. No due process, which is unconstitutional. No bail, no trial. Even if charges are dropped and you're found to be totally innocent, you're still detained till, of course, you can be put on a plane and deported. And this is even if the alleged offense was decades ago, even if you're a child, even if you're a grandparent and friends, even if you're a dreamer. It gets worse. This bill would also allow state attorneys general, like Ken Paxton, for example, to sue the Secretary of Homeland Security over alleged mishandling of immigration laws. It would basically swamp our entire immigration system in lawsuits and very likely shut down legal immigration. Skilled workers, students, families trying to reunite would very likely be turned away. Not because of anything they've done, mind you, but just because MAGA Republicans need a scapegoat to distract people from the fact that they've got no policies to help Americans. Oh, and one more thing, because it's always about the billionaires, this bill would wildly enrich the private prison industry. They maxed out on donations, making sure that Trump got elected. They know that Republicans make them money, and they love it. But as I said, 48 Democrats in the House also voted to pass this bill. In the Senate, many of them are saying they may support it. Why? Quite frankly, cowardice. They think they need to look tough on immigration right now, and they're falling for GOP talking points on the bill. The good news is it's not too late to stop it in the Senate if we act fast and make a lot of noise. So I'm going to give you tools to call or write your 2 U.S. senators, especially if they're Democrats, and tell them that the Laken Riley Act is a bad, awful, unconstitutional bill, and it won't keep us safer. Remind them that we need comprehensive immigration reform, and this is not that. And you can and should also remind them that the scapegoating of immigrants is a classic hallmark of the authoritarian playbook. Don't participate. This is the moment for Democrats to fight back, not capitulate. Please make sure they know that you're watching and that seriously, you expect better.